Hey guys, this is Billy Williams, President of Inspire Nation Business Mentoring. Today, we're going to talk about 10 things arrogant people refuse to do. Every day, I have small business owners that reach out to me and my company for help with their insurance agency or their small business. But when I show and explain what they'll have to do to reach the goals and levels that they say they want to reach, I'm hit with a wall of stubbornness from them and oftentimes their long-term staff and team members. Being stubborn without the successes to support your stubbornness is just arrogance. My dad used to say, arrogant people have a teaspoon of self-discipline, a tablespoon of success, and an ocean full of emotions, assumptions, and opinions. He used to also say, an arrogant person's pockets are never empty because they're always filled with pride. Let's look at ego versus arrogance. Ego is what you do. Arrogance is what you refuse to do. Ego makes you work your butt off to get straight A's in high school. Arrogance makes you cut so many classes you almost fail high school. Ego makes you read a book every week or two so you can learn new things. Arrogance makes you avoid or blow off any opportunity to learn something new. Ego makes you want to learn your job or career better than all of your peers. Arrogance makes you just learn enough to keep from getting fired. Ego makes you work to increase your vocabulary and the amount of words you understand and use. Arrogance makes you only talk about the few things that you do know with people that know as much or less than you do. Arrogance also makes you fill in the vocabulary gap with curse words since you don't know anything else to say. A good healthy ego is usually based on experience, successes, and common sense, which all lead to real confidence. A bad, unhealthy arrogance is usually based on emotions, insecurities, and too much pride. I could go on and on about ego and arrogance, so let's look at the 10 things arrogant people refuse to do. Number 1, they refuse to admit their faults and weaknesses. It's always someone else's fault why things happen the way that they did. The second thing arrogant people refuse to do is they refuse to stop letting emotion guide their decisions. Most of their discussions or debates start with, I thought, I figured, I just guessed, or I assumed. The third thing arrogant people refuse to do is they refuse to put in the work to educate themselves on the things that can make a difference in their life by reading a book, asking questions, or taking a class. They skim over information, half listen to conversations and information, but spew misinformation with a ton of fake confidence. The fourth thing arrogant people refuse to do is sacrifice for their long-term goals. Because they tend to have so few real accomplishments in life, they put a lot of value in at least getting what they want in the short term, even if it hurts them in the long term. The fifth thing arrogant people refuse to do is they refuse to manage their time to get the most accomplished. Having fun, relaxing, and complaining tend to take priority over everything else when it comes to their time. The sixth thing that arrogant people refuse to do is they refuse to stop pointing out other people's flaws and weaknesses. Downing and belittling others makes them feel like they're at least better than somebody. Number 7, they refuse to stop arguing with people that have much more experience, knowledge, education, and wisdom on the topic that they're discussing. They never become one of the best at what they do because they're so busy fighting to justify being average that above average is never an option. The eighth thing that an arrogant person refuses to do, or arrogant people refuse to do, is they refuse to stop trying to be in charge of things and areas that they don't have the experience, knowledge, education, and emotional strength or mentality to be in charge of. Arrogance makes you believe you know more than you really do. Number 9, they refuse to stop defending their bad choices and decisions. They believe that if you don't admit you made a bad choice or decision, then it didn't really happen. Number 10, they refuse to admit their life could be better if they were more disciplined, sacrificed more to reach their goals, managed their time better, followed the suggestions and guidance of people that have already accomplished what the arrogant person talks about doing, and let their actions be guided by what will help them the most instead of their emotions. Arrogance is a habit, and like all habits, whether it's good or bad, if you want to change it, you have to first of all want to change it, and secondly, consistently put in the effort to change it. We need some arrogance in our lives. We need arrogance such as the refusal to treat other people badly, take hard drugs, drive drunk, or even steal. It's the bad arrogance I'm talking about. Bad arrogance will never completely go away, but with desire, effort, putting a support team around you for accountability, and some discipline, arrogance doesn't have to be the reason your life never gets better. I want you to leave your thoughts and comments. Whether you're reading, watching, or listening, join in the conversation by adding to the list of what arrogant people do. Just leave your thoughts and comments below the video, the social post, the article, the podcast, whatever way you got a hold of this article. Just leave your comments. This is Billy Williams, President of Inspire Nation Business Mentoring. Check us out on the web at www.inspireanation.org.